Hi, everybody. Grady Polson. Welcome to the America Agency. Can you hear me? Hello? Yeah. I'm not, there's no one glitching but me. Hello, everybody. Grady Polson, excited to be on here with you today. We've got Steve B joining us from Transamerica. They've got so many new enhancements and improvements in their products. If you are actively selling life insurance, this is a carrier you want on your side because they are on our side. We love Trans. We've had a relationship with them I was talking to Andrew. He said he's been selling Transamerica products for 17 years. So it's pretty incredible to see the relationship we've had with them continue to grow and the improvements they're continuing to make. But this call is going to be great. A lot of new things coming out. Steve's got some information for all of us and some new things that they're working on. So as I always like to talk about my glory days, I feel like now is my glory days, right? But if I always like to talk about my younger days, that a party's more fun with more people. So share Join America Live. We're also live on Instagram. We're live on Facebook and YouTube simultaneously, a concurrent stream cast happening right now. So pretty cool software, but excited to share this with all of you, but share it out and let people know they're going to learn all about these incredible products and how they can take advantage of them. Trans is very, how would I say the word? Very generous with their underwriting guidelines, and we love them for that. So, because clients have all kinds of things going on, and a lot of them don't tell the truth 100% of the time. So we need a carrier that has some wiggle room in what they're doing, and we love Trans for that. So, Join America Live. Drop it in your group chats, your WhatsApps, your Telegrams, your group meets, etc. And you're gonna learn more about an incredible company, incredible product from an incredible guy here coming up in just a minute. So let's run through some notes from the past week or some updates and whatnot. Lead Center right now, mortgage protection IVR leads, coupon code APPLES25. Couldn't they make the code this? What? I'm just moving on. Maybe 25 has to do with the year. 30% off right now, starting tomorrow, August 22nd through 24th in the Lead Center. So you can take advantage of that. That will connect directly to Life Center. So we've got all that going on. We love mortgage protection leads. For anyone that's never sold them, it's a great sales angle talking about protecting the equity of the home. People oftentimes think that there's insurance because they pay P&I principal or P&I principal interest on their mortgage, but they think that protects them if something was to happen. No, that protects the bank. You default on the loan, they still get to go collect on it, and then they take your house. Mortgage protection is an angle where we're utilizing the equity in the home to either buy time, to give time to figure out what to do, to put someone in rent in the home, to sell the home or stay in the home. And that's a great angle. There's plenty of training videos we've got on there on how to take that angle. But IVR leads are fantastic. They send out cards to people. The people will call in, talk to an IVR system, and give them their information, name, phone, all this information, and then at the end say, please have someone contact me so I can learn more about mortgage protection insurance. And right now they're 30% off with code, or tomorrow, I apologize. They're 30% off with code APPLES25. So I think that part of the shtick that Integrity has is let's just make the funniest coupon codes possible and make all these people say them on camera, which I'm enjoying. So drop in the comments where you're joining me from real quick. Love to say hi to a few of you as we get through the updates of the day right before we bring on Steve. But take advantage of these and a bunch of other coupon codes that Integrity pushes out consistently. Moving on, top 20 managers for July. Huge month, 13.3 million issue paid as an entire agency. So shout out to everybody for going to work, for recruiting and sharing the opportunity, for helping others and being selfless in yourself, for caring about your clients, for doing great follow-ups, for doing annual reviews, for calling beneficiaries and telling them what their family member or friend may have gotten and put them as a beneficiary, and then challenging them professionally and asking them, do they also have a policy? Do they also have a need for something? And getting additional sales. Now we're a lead-based company and we love having the ability to leads, but that doesn't mean we can't take care of our clients and service it. And all of those things added up on top create the opportunity we have, from the IULs to mortgage protection, term, final expense, whole life, annuity business. We have so much good things going on, and there's so much power and so much potential that's possible that you can do with a simple life insurance license, that it's a testament to all of these agency managers leading the way, right? Someone has to decide first to buy leads, make sales, get good enough, and then go, hey, I want to go find other people to introduce this to, this opportunity, and then take time to teach them how to do it. So that all the way from Erica Walker, Jamie Cheerio, Caden Land, Jamil, John Rint, Nicolette McNannon, CJ Weidman, Max Konopka, Blake Davis, Jacob Gardner, Crystal Bolger, John Egan, Derek Thrasher, Ryan and Morgan Manrique, Digna De Leon Morris, Colton Collins, Caitlin Garner, Marissa Mazziotti, Jay Masca, and Hayden and Nina Hill. An absolute record month. And you'll see here in a couple seconds here, August week 1 numbers have come out, and hold on to your things, right? Hold on to your things. And just very exciting. So congratulations, these agency managers. I cannot say anyone can do this, because most people won't work as hard as they need to achieve success they want in life. But this group of people are people that you should reach out to or talk to or follow on YouTube, follow on social, see their processes, see what they do on a daily basis, see how they live their life, see how they get up in the morning and the things they listen to and the things they read. Because a lot of them share on social all the time. And from that, you can begin then to pick up habits and principles and processes to implement in your own life. Because the main thing for us is that we all want success. We all want grand achievements and glory and honor and pride for what we've done in this life. But the problem is most people won't pay the price of the challenge to overcome the uncertainty and the doubt and the worry and what have you to push them through. So what should we do? Just copy other people, right? Just copy other people. I don't have to come with some grand idea. 99% of the stuff I say is something I heard from someone better than me. So for all of us out there, check it. Congratulate these top people, screenshot that, send it to them, tell them great job. But this is your leadership here at FFL America, the America Agency. And at a $13 million month, we couldn't be prouder of all of them on what they're building, who they're leading, and whom they're becoming. So great job, everyone out there. Ignite coming up in 40. Who can do the math? Drop in the chat below. How many days till October 2nd? And also, hello, what's up, Josh Holm in Oregon, Sheila Day in Portland, Tennessee. Hello, Nancy in Goodyear, Haley in Texas, Kelly G in Colorado. Haley is pumped for Ignite. How many days till October 2nd? Who's got it? Digna De Leon Morris will be one of our one of our feature. I mean, basically, she's a keynote speaker. Went 0 to $1 million a month this year, past 12 months. And leading the charge of the Latino movement. She will be speaking at the Ignite conference on top of a ton of other Latino leaders. We have 2-part event for this. Thank you, Haley. 42 days till Ignite. The beginning, first half of the day from 9 to 4 is in English and will be fantastic. 80 plus speakers, 90 plus speakers. And then the back half of the day, I didn't even add those, Jade. So we're going to have 140 people training on stage in one day. Pat Hilton is going to lose his. I wonder if they booked him for the Spanish part, because that would be fantastic. 140 speakers going to come across stage in a single day, sharing their best tips, tactics, mindsets, and sales scripts, etc. at Ignite. And the back half of the day from 5 to 9, Digna and her team will be hosting a Latino event. So if you're anywhere near Florida, or you've got access, you got some extra miles piled up on that credit card, join us. Come to Palm Beach. It's going to be a phenomenal event. I cannot wait for it. And 42 days away, 41 days, I'll be on Wednesday for the meet and greet. It will be a life-changing event if you get there. So, but coming up right after Ignite on October 2nd, the next day, Sean Mike is hosting an event, his Savage Sales Boot Camp, which he is doing. I mean, I'll be there. Andrew will be there. Zach will be there. Nina and Hayden will be there. Jay Mask will be there. Caitlin Garner will be there. Marissa will be there. I mean, basically everyone you just saw on the slide before, the top managers, will be at this event the next day trying to get better. Sean's going to do a full day event on the highest level of entrepreneurship and leadership training, the highest ROI business event you'll ever attend. So I'm super excited for our CEO, Sean, to come and share with us, the higher level stuff, the deeper stuff, the things that the mindset shifts that need to be made to get to that next level. I've had the good fortune, as if you ever listen to any Jim Rohn, he talks about his mentor, Earl Schoaf. I've been blessed with many mentors throughout my life and business career. And the most recent one, a blend of Andrew Taylor and Sean Mike. And Sean has such incredible business acumen and such a passion to win that it's infectious. And we wouldn't have 13 million put on the board for July if it wasn't a humongous part attributed to this incredible man. So if you want to get better, join us. If you're coming to Palm Beach, you're already there. Stay one more day. Join us at this amazing event. We'll drop the links in the chats or check your email in the top. You know what we'll do? Right after this call, Natasha will make a post in FFL America Slack, and we'll also send an email today about this event. On top of this, on the 3rd, the day after, there's an English version. The next day is is it loading? Spanish event? I thought we were going to show the Spanish. Sorry, it wasn't a trick. I promise. I was not trying to trick you. The next day, on the 4th, Saturday, he's going to do the whole event in Spanish. So the man of many talents is doing the event in Spanish the next day. So if you're coming to Ignite, join us the following Saturday for this event in Spanish. Going to be incredible. And looking forward to it. So many people are going. I mean, there'll be hundreds of people at this event as well. So thousands will be at Ignite. Hundreds will be at this next day event. So we look forward to you joining us. And it's going to be great. A couple of final things, and we'll get Steve on here. LeadChamp Pro. People go, why do you promote LeadChamp Pro so much? Because I have yet to find a better CRM software tool. I have yet to. I personally use it. All of my top agents use it. So social proof would say it's the absolute best tool that you could possibly want to use. And with that, it puts you in a position where, if you're not using great tools, then you're not building your business in the time at which we all live in. And that is taking advantage of tech, right? AI is coming. Robots are delivering drinks at restaurants now. I mean, the world is ever changing. Thank God life insurance sales is an emotional process, because the moment that a computer screen can evoke emotion and ask Betty, how would it make you feel to leave a massive $15,000 bill to your daughter, Janine, and really make Betty feel frustration and pain by asking her a hard question? The moment computers can do that, we're in a tough boat. Until then, we can still sell $13 million of life insurance a month and make an incredible career, an incredible opportunity to build an incredible residual book of business. I don't foresee some sort of AI robot coming and replacing all of us insurance agents, but I do see the use of AI, tech, email, software, improving our communication and improving our connectivity. And that's what LeadChamp Pro has done. The guys over there have written millions and millions and millions of dollars of life insurance, and all they do is help people write millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars of life insurance. It is the best tool I've found. I've yet to find a better one. There's ones that have, glimmers, like Phone Burner's great at dialing, Ringy's great at dialing. There's some, other outlier CRMs that are targeted towards insurance agents. This one was built by FFL agents, for FFL agents, for our carriers. The follow-up process is everything, and all that stuff on the left side is replaced by everything on the right side. And one of the beauties of working with them, code FFL gets you $50 off per month. So if you don't know what this is, main thing I would say, this helps increase persistency, helps you automatically book appointments. Every lead, it will reach out and book an appointment on your behalf, increases follow-ups, sends thank you cards. I can't tell you how incredible this is, how the persistency has risen, how many more appointments I'm having agents have on autopilot because they're utilizing the highest quality CRM that I've ever seen. So book a demo with them. You don't have to believe me. Don't take my word for it. Take your own. Go book a demo. Check it out. And if you got something better, send it my way. But this is the best I've found, so I'm going to keep recommending it because I know that agents aren't, just like we talked to Bob and Betty about, why don't I just take this $100 and save it, Grady? $13,000 doesn't seem like a lot of money for $89 a month. And I go, John, that's great. But the reality is most people aren't great savers. So if most people aren't great savers, they're not great at disciplining themselves to save each every month. Now, say hypothetically, you go ahead and you save, for 6 months, you got $600, you save for a year, you got $1,200 saved up. And God forbid, you pass away on the 13th month, all you did was have $1,200 saved up to pass on to your family to cover your final expenses. Or worse yet, something happens on the house, something happens, and you got to take that money and go replace the dishwasher, fix the air conditioning unit, something breaks with the car. All of a sudden, all that savings you've been making, all that ground you've been making on saving up that batch of money is now put you in a position where you just spend it all. And now you don't have any savings for your family. So what most people do, John, is they put a small bill in place in order to create a guarantee that when that worst day comes in a family's life, that a big check comes in the household and allows that burden to be relieved. That's why people buy insurance, John. So instead of trying to discipline yourself and creating guilt every single month for not saving the $89, let's just get a policy locked in and make sure we can get you approved. So just like I know that clients aren't great savers, agents aren't great follow-uppers. You're just not. You're not great. Majority of agents don't even have an Excel sheet with a list of all their clients. Don't even have all of their phone numbers, emails, policy numbers, etc., written out on an Excel sheet. So at a glance, when they get a notification from the carriers that you can get information on what you get an email from Americo says policy number this right here. Who is that? Well, you can go to your Excel sheet and search, or you can go into LeadChamp and search. That's what the top agents are doing now. They're running their business like a business. That's the difference. If you want to be in the big leagues here, when you're there, right? When you're writing 20, 30 plus a month, this is the tool for you. Until then, stick to Life Center. It's incredible. All the integrations, single sign-on, everything right in the app, stick to Life Center. But when you start selling 20, 30 a month, you start to amass 10, 20, 50, 100, 200, 500 clients, and you need help following up and booking annual reviews and doing beneficiary leads and all the things that come with a bigger business, utilize the tool that the big boys are using. So, love LeadChamp. Closing out, numbers for August week 1, absolutely record-breaking. If you could do me a favor and drop a 5 in the chat below, drop a 5 in the chat below. Because we, as an agency, collectively issued $5.1 million in a week. In a week. I got this, and this is, humbling as well. I got this text from Sean yesterday morning. Said August week 1, final expense in term, $16.3 million. IUL, $2.9 million. Life total, $19.3 million. FFL issue paid more this week than 99% of insurance carriers in America and 10 times more than our closest alleged competitor in the IMO space. Ladies and gentlemen, you are aligned and partnered with the greatest company to ever work in the insurance space. I say that humbly, I say that gratefully, and I don't say that arrogantly. I say that just because the numbers are the numbers. We issued $5.1 million as a team. Jade and I started this in September of 2018 with no intention of creating this beautiful machine at which we have. But we sit here now, grateful, glorious, and proud every single day. Proud of you for investing in yourself. Proud of you for believing in yourself. Proud of you for dialing that phone each and every day and taking steps forward to accomplish what you want for you and your family and your future. Guys, 19 million as a company, we account for 25% of it. Absolutely incredible. So proud of everybody. Congrats to you. Congrats to you. Thank you, Kelly, but congrats to you right back. That's who we are. So we're going to do a little first column club love. 20, Nicholas P, 19,000. Carlos T, 19,000. Adam A, 19,000. Randall B, 19,000. Daniel W, 20,000. Santiago M, 20,000. Ramson S, 20,000. David R, 22,000. Sebastian S, 23,000. Zachary C, 24,000. Number 10, Mallory K, 24,000. Logan H, 25,000. Number 8, Vontre H, 25,000. Breon Vargas, 25,000. Jalen G, 26,000. Top 5, Sean N, 29,000. Elijah B, 31,000 in a week. Hamza S, 33,000. Marcos P, 33,000. And number 1, Maxwell B, 47,000 in a week. Absolutely incredible. They bought a lot of leads. They dialed the phone a lot of times and worked very hard and worked incredibly hard at developing and evolving their own skill set. So we'll move on from this, but that's the difference from what people are doing and people wishing. The doers are dialing the phone. The doers are invested in CRMs. The doers are taking advantage of life insurance leads. The doers are doing the things that need to be done and being proud each and every day at where their business is. So I couldn't be more humbled and honored for in a huge number, an unbelievable number. And but at the same standpoint, it's just a testament to who we are as a company. We're going to keep leading. We're going to keep innovating. We're going to keep having great partnerships with companies like Transamerica. We're going to keep doing every single thing we can to be the indispensable partner for the carriers at which we work with. We're going to defend them, and likewise, they're going to defend us. And that is something that you can't buy it, right? You can't do anything other than earn it. And God-fearing and God willing, we're going to continue to make each other proud each and every day. And I'm so excited for all of us where we are here now and into the future. So great job to everybody out there. And let's now have some fun with Steve. So without further ado, let's bring on Steve B from Transamerica. Do me a favor, drop some SBs or some TAs or some RVPs or drop a pyramid down there. They used to own the building. They sold it for some reason. Now someone else owns it, but we still call it the Transamerica Building. You know, that's true. That's true wealth. Build a building, make it iconic, then sell it off to someone else. Some other dude owns it now. Yep. But forever it will be the Transamerica Building. And that is truly, putting your stamp or boot into someone else's business. But Steve, I'm stoked to have you here. How are you doing today, brother?
Awesome. A little thing about the building, right? We sold it in like December of 2019, right before COVID. The perfect timing. Commercial real estate's, the price has dove since we sold it. It was the best thing we ever did. And we have naming rights in perpetuity. It will always be the Transamerica Building.
Got it. Okay.
Right? How cool is that?
That's very cool, man. That's very, very cool. I love it. So, well, Steve, I'm stoked to have you on here. I will tell this story right now that the first app I ever wrote. So I got started in 2017 with Andrew, dibbled around for 6 months, just trying to figure out what to do. I had another business I was running and needed to make decisions to let it go. And I made the decision in December and then went full on in January of 2018. Well, the first app I ever wrote in the history of my business, of my career in life insurance sales, was a Transamerica application. And I've had a warm spot in my heart for Trans forever. Now full circle moment to come and to see you guys now continually investing in the company. The great conversation we had yesterday, which I hope you elaborate more on. It's your brand name is synonymous with insurance. It's synonymous with quality. I've got agents that are just getting started out, and they've got some other companies they're coming from. And they're like, I can't get this carrier or that carrier right now. It's locked up over there. But if you could just please, Grady, do anything you can to get me Trans. And I'm like, you got it, man. So it's like a goosebump moment, bro. But I'm so excited for this call and our relationship. And Steve Weber's been great, and it's awesome to get to meet you and introduce you to the whole team. So
how awful was the application process back then? Right, it was a paper app. You went into the house. You took a paper app as a waterfall app. You'd hope you'd make it through. It was still getting standard, right? Then you have to mail it in to us or scan it in or fax it in. Right, and then you'd wait 2 weeks to hear back. It's a whole different process now. COVID was the best thing to ever happen to the industry. It forced our hand to move forward. Right now, I think we have one of the best application processes out there for final expense, and one of the best signature processes. So I'm super excited to share all that stuff with you. We have so much stuff right now. We're building out everything for Family First Life right now. We are building all our products to be focused on you guys to do what you need to do to help increase sales. I mean, you're going to see this product coming out today, or it's already out, right? Our final expense. We're going to keep improving it. Next up is our IUL Express, which I'll talk about a little bit later, and then our Term Express. They're all going to be on the same platform. They're all going to have that mid-app decision that you love, where you get approval right away before payment for beneficiaries. And there's no amendments anymore, right? We're not Trans Amendment anymore. We're back to Transamerica again.
I like that, brother. That's all we want to hear, right? Agents want to take care of clients. They want to get them approved within the guidelines, right? That's always the problem. Is like, well, the client doesn't take this or this, but somehow you see this, and how do I call Milliman and Telescript? And I'm like, just pivot and try. We're just too many things. But if we can have in-app decisions, I mean, it's beautiful, bro. So I got to ask though, and please, on top of this question, give us a micro backstory, like how long you've been with Trans, history, et cetera. I want people to know you.
Yeah, for sure.
More, where are you right now? Are you at a GameStop, or like, are you do you own a bar? Like where are you?
I built a new garage in the back of my lot. I'm here in Denver, Colorado. I built a garage.
Awesome.
Took the old one, my house is tiny. So I took the old one, turned it into my office. I got a nice AC heat unit in the back, so it stays, super warm in here in the winter and super cold in the summer. But yeah, I got my little arcade back here. I wish I had more time to play them. I have a Golden Tee next to me, which is probably my favorite game. It's off camera. It gets played, as much as I can, right? But
yeah,
the arcades don't get turned on much anymore, right? It's I wish they did.
Fun. So how long?
I got a sold for one too. I sold the Simpsons recently. I got to get another one. So,
so how long have you been with Trans?
I started with Transamerica in 2007. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I'm a lifer here. I'll die at Transamerica.
Awesome.
I know where all the bodies are buried. I know how to get stuff done here. So when people have issues, call me. I'll put my phone number up on screen later. Reach out. I'm the guy that gets stuff done at Transamerica.
Awesome, man. Well, I love it. Well, please, I know you got stuff you want to cover, and I'm excited to make comic relief throughout the process, but this is the show, brother. I'm excited for it. Everybody do it one more time. Light it up with a couple TAs. Show Steve some love. Been with Trans for 17 years, and he's going to do all he can to help you move through, navigate, and make some money with Transamerica. So
I'm trying to find how to share my screen here.
Thank you, Nancy. What's up, Mo?
Can you see the Transamerica FE Express solution page?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. All right. So the first thing, I'm the guy to call. Don't call anybody else. I'm your contact here. 720-614-3000. Please write down my number, call, text, whatever you got to do. And then email. If it's something, if there's a policy number in it or something like that, please email it. My company's getting more and more specific about, client protection and policy number protection, stuff like that. So email is always easiest. steve.bouslog@transamerica.com. But definitely reach out when you have issues. I know it's frustrating to call these back offices, right? And sometimes it's tough to find good help. I think we're improving every day with our back office, but there's some issues that just need to come to me, right? So let's kind of hop into this, right? What we're here to talk about today, and the reason I'm on is text to pen, right? Originally, it wasn't going to be a real text to pen. Weber and I fought super hard to get you guys the text to pen that works right and that's exactly what you need. So, how to get to this application. Before, if you've written our old Transamerica product, Immediate Solutions, that's on iGo. We're moving all our new stuff to secure.transamerica.com, right? And when you go there, you'll click on FE Express. Don't click on iGo eApp. Don't go directly to iGo for this product. It's secure.transamerica.com and then FE Express. And once you get in there, you'll put in the client's information. It's really, really fast. This is probably one of the fastest applications there is. And then you go the signature process, right? So you select text message here. Pretty easy. Make sure, I've had a couple people not put yes to accept the terms and conditions or hit agree. And if you don't do those, it's going to email the signature process still. So make sure you do the text message and you put yes and you agree to it. Then you send it off. The client will receive this code. It's always going to come from a 469 area code. So you can be like, hey, Miss Client, you're about to receive a text from 469. It'll have that great PIN code for you. And you'll see the PIN code's right in the middle here on the first message they receive. Now they don't have to give you the message, the text code right away. They can click and view all the documents if they want to, right? And that will be the second text they get. They do not have to review the documents. That is optional. If they want to review the documents, they got to put their date of birth and last four social in, and then they can click all these. I know this just causes a ton of confusion sometimes. You'll see the PIN codes also at the bottom of this if they do decide to view their documents. But again, they don't have to open these if they don't want to.
Awesome.
Yeah. So then this is your point of view. This is where you're going to see it. If the client didn't receive the link, you can resend it. And then you'll check off this box here. You're supposed to read this script as well too. Enter the PIN code, and you have your decision, right? I guess you have to sign as the agent. Then you have your decision. It's that easy. One cool feature about our product, in the middle of the app, after you get the decision, let's say you apply for $10,000 and you get approved. It will approve you for up to $50,000, right? And so it'll say, congratulations, you're approved for 50. At that point, you can customize, tailor the coverage, right? If your client wants to go up to, from 10 to 15, awesome. If they want to go down, they can do that too. But they can kind of pick and choose their coverage after that point. So then you put in payment information, beneficiaries, and you get your next text PIN. They'll come from the exact same number, right? It'll just add to that text thread there that the client gets from that same 469, and they can review their documents again if they want to. Most, again, we don't think they will. You read the script, you click the button there, you enter in the code, and you are good to go. Easy, right?
It's too easy. It's uncomfortably easy. Like why are we not selling $13 million a month of just trans? Like, because that's
which by the way is nuts. That's a crazy number. I was going to say that at the beginning. You're killing it, and you're already at 5 million for the first weekend.
Crazy.
That's huge. I'm excited. So we just had a record submit day today. 2 minutes before this call started, I got an email with our submits for yesterday. It was double what we usually have for submits.
That's awesome. Good job, everybody.
And that's all you guys. So I mean, you're crushing it right now. The word is out that this application is going well and going quick, and the PIN's easy to do. One thing that we have that I don't think anyone else has this, correct me if I'm wrong, but right after you press submit on the policy, it's going to give you this option to download the policy promise. And if you click it, it looks like this. And it has the policy number, it has the client's name, it has the agent's name, it has the draft date, all this stuff on here. And you can print it out, you can put it in a letter with your business card, a little thank you note, and mail it to the client, because their policy is not going to be received, it's not going to print out until they make that first payment. So this just it's called the policy promise. It helps them kind of feel good about it and know that they did actually buy something, right? And it just helps keep policies on the books for their first draft. So I highly recommend putting this into your routine, whether it be you email this to your client or print it out and mail it to your client with a thank you letter and your business card. I mean, this helps keep policies on the books until they receive their real policy.
Awesome.
Does anyone else have this, or are we the only ones?
I mean, you could screenshot like the back page of something all kind of janky, but nothing professional, like Trans would professionally make it.
Love it. All right. So you mentioned our underwriting earlier. This is my favorite slide. This is a slide everyone should take a picture of with their phone. Our old underwriting, these changed a couple months ago. Word has kind of been getting out slowly about this new stuff. Some of these are insane, right? COPD and stroke went from graded to select. Diabetes and stroke went from graded to select. CHF and diabetes went from graded to select day one coverage. The second round isn't awesome. The bottom of this is CHF, diabetes, coronary artery disease was a decline. Now it's select day one coverage. COPD, CHF, coronary artery disease, decline. Now it's day one coverage. Please take a picture of this. This is why people love us right now, and this is why people are going to us first, because we are approving people day one coverage. All right, we also have well, let me back up here. It's not all like sunshine and rainbows. So,
okay.
We're still working out some issues. It's still a new product. Our tech team's still building stuff out. We're not approving everybody, right? But there are a couple places where we have some issues. The first one is changing of draft dates. Right now, you can't change the draft date. In the free look period, you can cancel the policy and rewrite it. We're fixing that. That should go live sometime next month. So That's my number one issue with the product right now is the inability to change draft dates. But that should be good in September sometime, I believe before the 22nd. Second, you have to have the same owner as insured as payer, right? What that means is you can't have a grandparent buying it on their grandkid. You can't have a husband buying it on their spouse, anything like that. That will be changing before November. So we're already working on the build out for that. Those are the two main downsides. We also have some a few validation issues, failure to validate the phone number. We're working on those right now. It's not happening as much as it was week one, but we're still getting a few here and there. Questions on those at all?
No, I think that this is something we're learning. The more flexibility you have in a policy, oftentimes agents just kind of screw it up more because there's more questions for them to navigate. So, I mean, even as you're doing those things, I think the maturity of a lot of these carriers, they're giving like subliminal education within the app. Like this would be only if it's X, Y, and Z versus, like iPipeline is so just archaic. Right.
Oh, yeah.
It's just good for them for making a product and they capitalized on a majority of the business 10, 15 years ago. But the lack of improvement is just, it's beyond frustrating. And so I love when, we've got Americo, they've got their own independent app. You guys have bit the bullet, invested in your own tech that you run. And I'm sure there's some guy or group of guys and gals that cost a few $100,000 a year to keep employed, to keep all this working. And then all the actuaries and underwriters feeding, there's so much that goes into investing in it. But when you own it, you're in complete and full control. And so, on top of that, to improve all of your comorbidities just shows that you want more business, right? Like, guys, all this message is this sign says, give us more business.
Yeah.
Give us more business. Who do you got? Diabetes, renal failure. We'll take them graded. They used to be decline almost everywhere else. At least they're graded. But now COPD select is standard, correct? So it's just two levels.
Correct. Yep, exactly.
I mean, that used to be graded forever on the paper apps that I would have with Trans. So to see the evolution. Now, will you talk? I mean, this stuff. And I always love to give agents some insight. Are you seeing people living longer with these ailments? Are you doing a med check and you're seeing, all right, this person with COPD is on an inhaler. Now, granted, if they've had 4 inhalers and 3 hospital visits, then they're in a different category. Like yes, I know as society, like crime is down and people are living longer, right? That's just, I think that's society. And the beauty of insurance companies is you guys are just really good about, and it's basically health math, and then feeding it into what's the likelihood that we do have to pay this policy out. And if we can keep that as low as possible for longer, meaning the client's going to live longer, right? We don't want them to die and we don't want to pay it out, but we will pay it out if they die. That's the contract. But so will you dig into that a little bit? I love educating agents on this. I also love to be educated, especially from a carrier standpoint.
Yeah. So it used to be that the data we had wasn't awesome, right? Back in the paper app days, you'd send it in and we'd run like an MIB and maybe a few other things. Now we have Milliman, and you talked about Milliman earlier on your call. Milliman has the best data out there, and all the where we get most of our information, right, is prescription and medical billing records. So we're pulling these medical billing records, and they're so improved now that we can see exactly what the client has from those records. And it just allows us to tweak the products and kind of, COPD, it used to be we wouldn't know how severe it is. Now we know exactly how severe it is. And we know if they have these additional conditions with it or, whatever, if they're on oxygen with it, we know we can't take it. So I think the data is just that much better than it used to be. And the data that Transamerica is pulling it was our downfall at first. Right, when we first came out with this product, our data was too good. I think we were declining too many people. And so we relaxed these underwriting requirements a little bit, and now we're taking way more, and it's catching fire right now. It's awesome.
That's awesome. Okay, well, good to know, guys. Prescription. I mean, so thus is why your job is to push your client for the truth. What are you currently taking? What have you recently taken? And what have you been prescribed that you maybe even chose not to take, but you were still prescribed, it was sent to CVS?
Yep.
Right? What is that, Mary? How many times have you been to the doctor? What doctors are you going to? Any other doctors? Right? Your job is to push, because otherwise you're just wasting your time. And yes, we want to serve the clients, but you also have to serve yourself. And you being all limp-wristed about it, and like, guy's 67 with an oxygen tank, and then texting me, why isn't he getting approved for an IUL? I'm like, come on, man. Like, you're not using underwriting genies, you're not using Life Center, you're not using the tools afforded to you. Go to the carrier page on FFL America, dig into the underwriting guidelines. But this is how you learn. But it's also even more your job to challenge the client. And a weak approach towards your clients is going to create weak trust between you and your clients. When you're an authoritative figure who's challenging them and asking them direct and appropriate questions, and then pressing them on it and pressing them again, it shows you truly care and that you're also a professional, right? That's the difference, right? Then they go, well, I did have this one thing. All right, tell me about it. What is it? I'm on your side, Barry. We're going to work together to go towards the insurance carriers and get you approved. But I can't work with you if you don't tell me the truth. And you just tell me, oh, I'm fine. Do you smoke? No. He was a smoker for 30 years. He doesn't smoke now. He quit last week. Been on Chantix 7 times. You're like, okay, well, now you're just going to pop up you're a smoker. So appreciate you sharing, but also agents, you're not going to lose a client by being too direct. And if you do, they weren't going to probably go with you to begin with. They're going to respect you by asking them, now tell me about your health. This is the most important thing you're honest with me about, so that I can go on your behalf and go find out what the best product is to get you approved.
Love it. We're running a contest right now. So we're giving out $1,000 a week just randomly for FE Express. So this week's winner was a guy I've never heard of. He's a brand new agent. He wrote his first FE Express policy last week, and he just happened to win. So
who is he?
His name is. Oh, now I gotta find it.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't want to shout him out.
Yeah, I don't think he's not on your team. So
that's okay. I love them all.
Yeah.
Love it. So what is the qualifications? Right, one app and you're in.
Right, one app, and I mean, obviously, if you write more apps, you get more chances to win every week.
Okay.
But yeah, it's $1,000 a week, and then at the end in November, it runs through October 31st. So every week we're giving away $1,000, and then at the end of it, we're going to give away up to $2,000 to the top 10.
Love it. Well, thank you.
Yeah, we're also sending out swag to the top 5 every week. So we're gonna have a bunch of guys just dressed in Transamerica.
Need to get sold. I like swag, man. I'm Mexican, so I like swag. What do I need to get some swag?
I'm gonna send you some swag.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna get you out there. Yeah.
What else you got? This has been a great call so far. We got improved comorbidities. We got all kinds of stuff. All right, we got
Cabo.
Scott.
So next year, I know you guys are going to Puerto Rico, right? Correct. Why not qualify for 2 trips at once? Next year, our trip is Cabo. To qualify for our trip, it's $100,000 in production. So I know all of you can do that. But yeah, qualify for 2 trips at once, qualify for Cabo and your internal Puerto Rico trip. Carrier trips are awesome, right? We treat you really well. We do a ton of fun stuff. And the Montage in Cabo is one of the nicest hotels there is.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
Incredible property. So that's about it for my slides. What's next for Transamerica though is really what I want to talk about. How do I cancel this? Okay, stop sharing. There we go. What's next is really cool, right? So the IUL is coming out in, I think we have our first pilot program happening in early September, like September 9th. And then we have the second pilot program, which is about 200 agents. I want a couple people from the call to post your email in the comments right now, and I will add you to the second IUL pilot for being on this call.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. So the first 3 to post their email in there, I'll add to the pilot.
Great term in IULs already. What is the significance of this one?
Yes, great question. So our new IUL, it's a lot of these instant decision IULs are kind of, they're not based on the traditional IUL chassis, right? Ours is based on our FFIUL that's currently out there. That's been the #1 selling IUL for
ever.
It's forever.
20 years. Yeah.
I think it's been 9 consecutive quarters or something like that. It's been a long time, right? So it's based on our FFIUL. It's not any crazy, it's not any extra high charges or anything like that. And it will approve everyone who who would qualify between Preferred Elite and Table 2. So it'll take things like diabetes and a couple things like that. But they get approved at preferred rates. So if you get approved, we're taking from Preferred Elite down to Table 2, we're approving you at preferred rates. It's going to have really nice targets, which means you get paid well. It's going to compete really well. You'll be able to do a max fund, a minimum fund, a target fund. You can fully customize it. The comp's going to be really great on it. So I think you're going to love it. And there's no amendments. There's no going back to the clients. The illustration populates in the application. So
wow.
You guys are going to kill it with it. I mean, it absolutely.
You grab all these names because these people are going to be they're going to be blowing me up to get access to this.
I'm seeing it.
Preferred Elite was a rating class. I've been just happy with Preferred or Preferred Plus, Preferred Elite.
Preferred Elite's the top class you can get with our current product.
I gotta lose some weight or I can get on that Preferred Elite program. That's fantastic. So, okay.
Last year I dropped from Preferred Plus down to Preferred. My height to weight got a little worse.
We're gonna ride that bike. I'm come visit you in Denver. Okay, so you're banding or bucketing everybody from Preferred Elite to Table 2 and giving them all a preferred price.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And the other thing is, this isn't going to be available for the pilot or at launch, but it'll come like a month after. I think we're thinking November. We're going to be able to do Juveniles up to $250K instant decision.
Bro,
so
that's huge.
Only carrier with an IUL doing Juveniles, and so you can have a policy that builds a lot of cash value for kids. It'll be great.
That's huge. Up to $250K. That's huge and fast and easy and simple and. Okay, so give us some more stats. September 9th, next batch. So limits.
0 to 17, again, will be $250K. That's coming after launch.
Okay.
18 to 60 will be $500K.
Okay.
And then 61 to 70 is $300K.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's going to be called, what's it called?
It's the IUL Express.
You're just taking it. Like, we're trans. We're not going to put some fancy name like, Elite Protector or something else. You're, safe protect. You're IUL Express.
I mean, our final expense is FE Express, right? Then we'll have IUL Express. Then we'll have Term Express.
That's called branding, guys. That's marketing and branding, where you just you just take it.
Yeah. So it's all that's coming. They're going to be marketed directly to you guys. I mean, of the pilot program, we have our initial pilot program. It's 10 people. They're all FFL, right? And then our second pilot program is 200 people. It's going to be flooded. I bet it'll be 150 of them from FFL. And we cover all channels, right? Like,
it should be 199, and you let one random guy in, and
one rando.
He goes, "Oh shoot, I'm in the wrong room," and you go, "That's right. Move your contract over here, buddy." No, if I could put some, I have some phenomenal IU. I mean, we're very blessed as phenomenal IUL producers, and I love everybody on here, but we should scrub it against production because we have people that are producing at a very high level that we want to get in front of this ASAP.
Okay, I'll pick a couple from here just to, hey, they're on, right?
Yeah, I'm happy there. Thank you for time. We'll give you all the lists. We'll compile it. We'll send this group to you with a few other people. But
perfect.
Okay, and so down to Table 2. Now, people, is it going to be build? How about build charts? Anything? Of course, it's going to have a build chart.
It'll have extremely similar underwriting to our current IUL. So,
okay.
It'll build chart down to Table 2. We'll take some people with some excess weight for sure.
Okay.
I mean, they can't be on. I just watched The Biggest Loser documentary on Netflix. Like, we're not going to take people on The Biggest Loser, right? That's outside the build chart.
Outside the build chart.
Table 2 is pretty lenient.
Yeah.
That's going to take more than, I haven't seen the underwriting for the other IUL Express policies, the other instant decision ones, but I think we're going to be right there and extremely competitive in this marketplace. And
comp is always an important question.
Yep. Comp's going to be very similar to our current product. I believe it may even be 5 points higher.
All right. I like that.
Yeah.
And then you're going to run a contest for that too? Can we get a contest for that too?
We'll have a contest on that one too.
Okay.
I don't know the details yet.
I love it. Awesome. Well, what else? So what,
Right.
what else you got for us?
So we have the term coming out, but
Okay.
we also, a lot of people don't know, we do massive term policies. And we were talking about this last night. You got a guy who's killing it with us on our traditional term policies right now. If you have somebody who needs, that million, 1.5, 2, even, my biggest policy I got last year was or 2 years ago was $50 million.
Nice.
Some billionaire in Arkansas. $333,000 annual premium, something like that. So we take these monster term policies too, and housing prices are still high. These people in their 30s and 40s who are having these families and buying these houses, they need a big term policy, right? They need coverage for their household, and we are the company you go to for that. And we'll go up to 45 years old and $2 million non-medical.
Wow.
I got a policy for myself when I was 38 years old for 1.5 million. Nobody had to come to my house. Nobody had to poke me and take blood or measure me or anything like that. I just said what my height, weight was, and my, I'm pretty healthy. And they just said, you're good to go. Approved, preferred plus.
Is this all accessible from secure.transamerica, or is this still
those are on IGO though.
IGO? Okay.
The big term policies are on IGO. They're a little bit more complicated. If you need assistance, give me a holler. I'd love to help.
Awesome. And that's a testament to the quality of your company, that someone who wants a $50 million policy willing to pay $330,000 a year pick Trans. So guys, we're dealing with one of the staples in the industry, and thank you for joining us. But any final updates you got for us at Trans, or anything for the far distant future on a non-recorded call?
Well, fun fact, right? Transamerica invented Final Expense, right? What Monumental Life did, we bought them. So we invented that marketplace. In 1997, we also invented IULs. So we're kind of the OG of the industry, right? It used to just be universal life policies. We went out and we said, hey, instead of giving you this dividend, we're gonna buy caps and floors, or we're gonna buy options, create a cap and floor strategy. So we've been doing this a long time. We know what we're doing. And we're back.
I love it. Well, Steve, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for the time. Everybody who put their email, we're going to compile it, get it to Steve, put you in that pilot program, the first 200, to take advantage of the brand new IUL Express. And if you got some big ones, send them over to Trans, and Steve's your guy. One more time, we'll send out your number so everyone's got it. But dude, thank you so much.
Thank you, Grady. This is awesome.
Appreciate you, brother. We'll have more fun. Will we see you at Ignite?
I will be at Ignite. I just booked my flight today, so I'll be there. I'm getting a little late Wednesday, so I probably won't be at the pre-event or whatever, but I will be there bright and early on Thursday morning.
Wonderful. We're up almost 1,600 people registered. Fantastic. And a blend of morning is English, the afternoon is Spanish. So practice some Spanish words, get your Duolingo on the plane, and we'll have some fun. So appreciate having you on, brother. More fun to come.
Thank you.
Thanks, bro. All right, everybody. This is what you show up for, right? To gain confidence, to gain trust, to gain belief, to learn from the he's been there for 17 years, right? That's a testament to longevity, right? He'd be bouncing around between 16 different companies if he wasn't happy, wasn't proud of what he does, wasn't proud of the products and the relationships he's got with the different agents, agency managers, and IMOs, and most importantly, the best one, Family First Life. So, but it's a testament to their carriers and all the incredible revelations that they've got, from their FE Express to their IUL coming out. I'm super excited about that. Just for options, right? Some of the managers are like, do we need another IUL? I'm like, well, we don't need 9 final expense carriers either. But some carriers take different things and have different rates on different things at different times, and different meds and different job histories and different medical histories. And that's why we be our brokers, right? You want no options? Go work at one of the big boxes and that sponsor stadiums. And dude, the future at some point, FFL or Integrity might be sponsoring a stadium. So I'll have to regress that statement. But that neither here nor there. Thank you to Steve. Thank you to Trans, and believe in this and go dig in and go study. Go to the websites, learn about the products, and offer them to your clients. And the future is bright. So thank you all for joining me. Thank you to Steve. Big call next week. Looking forward to it as well. And here's your moment of Zen. Thank you for now. Bye, guys.
You say with the words I am, your subconscious will then take that as a command.
Fourth grade, I went in my closet, I said, I am going to the NBA. Anything you invoke with I am, the power of manifestation and what can happen in the universe comes true.
Every time you use the word I am, and you say I am weak, I am poor, that's blasphemy, because the highest place within you is called I am.
I don't want to be anything. I am everything I want to be. I'm already there.
Whatever we say is what our life will be.
So this is why the people that live the most effective lives are always acting as if they're in the future and the future's perfect, not waiting to get there.
Right.